It's August now, so today we're going to talk about every single movie that I consumed with my ears and my eyes, in the month of July. It's already August 3rd, so I'm a bit late to the party, but let's do this. Like you probably guessed from the beginning of this video, this doesn't have to be new releases. It can be any release, new releases, old releases, anything that I watched except for like YouTube videos and stuff. But before that, if you enjoy this video, make sure to drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. And comment your favorite movies that you watched in the month of July. And come back before next month because we have a lot of cool stuff. Maybe Ninja Turtles coming up soon. But yeah, let's just start talking about this. Kicking it off on July 1st, I watched Megan. This is the brand new 2023 horror slasher movie that's rated PG-13 for some reason, and that may actually be my biggest issue with the movie. The bloody and violent scenes are definitely my favorite part of the movie, but when we're like not doing that and you're sort of just getting introduced to Megan as a character, it's both kind of stupid but also kind of entertaining. So I had a fun time with Megan. Obviously, it's not a great movie. I just think that the entertainment value that it gives us, or gave me especially, it was fun and entertaining, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Again, there are some scenes that don't work. Especially when, they're not the bloody and violent scenes. Oh, I'm probably going to get flagged for that, but it's true. If the movie was rated R, it would have been a lot better. It may have actually been a great AI movie, but for what it was, I thought it was pretty fun. It was a solid, fun time at the movies, I guess. I skipped July 2nd and July 3rd, and I didn't watch a movie for that entire time because I had camp. But on July 4th, I rewatched Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, the fourth Mission Impossible film, which is definitely one of the most fun in the franchise, if not the most fun. It has such a fun vibe to it. The visual scheme, it's so crisp, and the Dubai sequence, wow, I mean, one of the best sequences, action sequences, stunts in movie history, not just in this franchise, and I love that movie. I don't know if it's one of my favorites in the franchise. It's probably number 4, to be honest with you, but still, I still love it for what it is. On Wednesday, July 5th, I rewatched Mission Impossible 3. I actually rewatched the franchise backwards because I rewatched 6 and 5 the previous month. Then here, I rewatched Mission Impossible 3 because I think it's a good movie. I think it's really, really solid. I don't think it's amazing because there are some cliches and things about Mission Impossible 3 that it has a little bit of the cheesiness that 2 has. Not saying it's anywhere near the quality of 2, but still, there are some things we're looking at like, okay, did you have to do that? But then the rest of the movie, it's really fun and entertaining. I think the vibe that the movie has is really good. On Thursday, July 6th, I rewatched 2 movies, The Dark Knight and Mission Impossible 2. The Dark Knight, it used to be my favorite movie of all time. Not that this rewatch changed that or anything. It's my 3rd favorite of all time. I think it's a masterpiece. Probably, yeah, the best comic book movie of all time. Just perfect from every single level. It's the most entertaining superhero movie of all time, but also probably the best quality superhero movie of all time, and one of the best quality movies of all time, even though it's a comic book movie, and people are going to say, oh, it's a comic book movie, so it's not good. Nah, The Dark Knight, no way. You're gonna get kicked out of the house if you say that. The Dark Knight, masterpiece, pure masterpiece from the beginning to end. And you go from pure masterpiece to Mission Impossible 2. Yeah, I don't know what happened here.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
It's just it's the odd one out. It's just like, you're on a roll. Mission Impossible 1, really fun movie. And then you have Mission Impossible 2, and then you have Mission Impossible 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're all awesome. And then you have Mission Impossible 2, the odd one out. It took me 6 hours to finish that movie. Not even joking. On Friday, July 7th, I watched the Lego Batman movie. which is one of the most fun animated movies ever. It's one of those movies where if someone watches it and then immediately after, like, that's the best animated movie of all time, that's the best movie of all time, I will completely understand it, because I actually saw someone do that today. I didn't walk out being like that because, it kind of goes into a little bit generic territory at the end. But my goodness, is that movie hilarious. My God, it is fantastically funny. Dude, it's insane. I love that. I love this movie so much. And then I watched Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Yeah. I mean, it's not as bad as everyone says it is. But it's fine. It's just fine. That's how I think of it. Like, it doesn't do anything fresh or creative. And people look at that Rotten Tomatoes score like at 49%. They think like, oh my God, this movie is atrocious. The worst movie ever made. What a disgrace to comic book movies. But to be honest, they're not giving them low ratings because they actually would give it a 49% or something. I just think, like, a lot of people are just kind of like, okay, it's not doing anything new or creative, so negative review. And I can understand why.
I know that.
I would still go slightly, I don't know if I would go fresh. Probably around like the high fives range with this movie. Again, that's just kind of my definition of like, it's fine. Then I watched Mission Impossible again for the second time. And the first time I watched it, I loved it. I adored it. The second time, I already knew everything that happened, so it wasn't as good. And the movie doesn't hold up as well on rewatch. It's still really good. It's still like a solid, good Mission Impossible movie, just not on the level of the other ones. Then I watched the Lego Movie on Saturday, July 8th. It's really good. I mean, like, what else do you want? I do actually think it's a little overrated, but that may actually come from the fact that I actually did a reaction to the movie, 2 hours and 30 minutes of my reaction, and all of the footage got deleted. Yeah, let's move on. Yes, so Oppenheimer, I watched on Sunday, and it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. One of the best movies of the year, or my runner-up for the best movie of the year. So good. But before that, on the same day, on Sunday, July 23rd, before I watched Oppenheimer, I rewatched The Dark Knight Rises, which is great. I think it's a fantastic conclusion to the trilogy. Way too much hate. Maybe the most overhated movie of all time. Most underrated movie of all time. Whatever you guys say. I know there's a difference, but I think it's one of the both of those definitions. Just a great movie. I don't know. It's just an epic conclusion to an epic trilogy. On Monday, I watched The Magician's Elephant. We don't talk about that one. Watch my review if you wanna see that. I'm just gonna say this: one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. On Tuesday, I rewatched 2 movies: Interstellar, and the next one we're gonna get to later. Interstellar, it moved so high on my favorites list. It went from maybe number 57, I forgot, to number 7. Went up 50 spots because I loved it the first time I watched it, and then I watched it again, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. Because the first time I watched it, I was like, yo, this is kind of confusing. I'm not paying attention that much, so maybe I have to watch it again. It's still really good, but it's fine. Then I watched it again, and it actually went on my top 60 to 57 because wow, this is amazing. But I rewatched it again. And oh my God. Okay, and then the same day, I rewatched Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's my number 8. So it went from Interstellar is my number 7, Across the Spider-Verse is my number 8th favorite movie of all time. The movies just keep climbing every time I rewatch them. Across the Spider-Verse, what a damn masterpiece. My God. Everything around it. The animation. Okay. Let's move on. Wednesday, I rewatched 3 movies. Oh God, this is a lot. Okay, I rewatched Air, the Michael Jordan movie. It's fantastic. One of the best movies of the year. I watched the season finale of Secret Invasion. One of the worst MCU projects ever. I was so disappointed. And I gave it 2.5 stars in my review. But now, I'm definitely in that 2-star range. Hated it. I didn't actually, no. Hate is a strong word, but not strong in terms of like, oh, that's a bad word. I mean, like, I don't think I hate it, because there were some episodes where I like, that's kind of cool. But a lot of the show, so disappointing. And I was bored. I was really bored throughout the entire thing. But before rewatching all of that stuff, I watched Come On, Come On. I watched 3 movies in that day. I actually watched 3 movies on Friday, July 7th. Yeah, I watched 3 movies, but Come On, Come On, it was great. It was just a really, really, really good exploration of the themes it was talking about, and I really enjoyed it. And I kind of related to a lot of the stuff that they talked about in that movie, and it hit really hard. Then on Thursday, finally, I watched Barbie, and I loved it. I thought it was great. It's I maybe overhyped it a little bit, and I don't like saying that, but I did in my review. Not saying I don't think it's good. I think it's a great movie. I don't know. Maybe more in that 4-star range right now than 4.5 stars, but still, I think it's a great movie. I loved the theater experience. I mean, I'm Just Ken. What a banger, mate. Then on the 28th of July, Friday, I watched Kalash. This is kind of like, it's an Amir Khan. I don't know, if I say what the movie's about, it's probably going to spoil it. So you should go in blank. I didn't think it was an amazing movie. It was okay. And the main reason for that is because up until the big kind of reveal that you probably know what I'm talking about, the movie is not very interesting. And I found myself bored in the actual stuff they were talking about. And I didn't really care about the mystery until the end. So in that way, it was like, it was solid, but the first half of the movie, I was like, okay, where's this going? I don't really love this. But the more they kind of revealed the layers of the movie, I was like, all right, I'm in. On Saturday, the 29th of July, I rewatched Inception. Oh my God, what a movie. It's in my top 5 of all time. Dude, do I need to talk about it? No. And the final movie I watched in July was Tenet, but I actually watched Tenet on Sunday, and then I rewatched Tenet the next day. Now, here's the thing. When I watched Tenet on Sunday, I was like, okay, this is definitely Nolan's worst movie. It's fine, but like, and I was like kind of confused by it. But then on the next day, I watched it again, and I thought it was genuinely great. I really enjoyed Tenet on my second watch, because I was able to like see all of the patterns and everything that happened in the beginning, and how it ties to the end, and everything, how it's so well thought out, and I really liked it this on the second watch, even though that wasn't the case on the first watch. And then the next day, on August 1st, I watched another Nolan movie, which I'm not going to spoil because I'm going to do my August video at the end of August. But that is pretty much it for this video. Again, click the like and subscribe button, and comment down below your favorite movies that you watched in July, as well as your favorite new releases that you saw in July. I'm really interested to see in all of your guys' thoughts on this. And if I should do more videos like this, because this is my first kind of video about this, make sure to let me know. I would really appreciate it. So yeah, that pretty much concludes this video. Next month, I'm going to be going over the movies that I watched in August, and I already have some very interesting stuff that I'm going to discuss, so make sure to come back for that video. But come back to this channel before that, man. We have lots of cool stuff we're doing on this channel that may include ranking the MCU movies in honor of Guardians 3 on Disney+. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Time to go see Oppenheimer again. And maybe Ninja Turtles? I don't know. I'll see you soon.